Also, can we title this episode the That's Seagal, folks?
That's good. That. They're making fun of Sean Connery accent. He's like, I'm a Russian cop.
Oh yeah, I don't remember who does that. Where he never plays any role; he plays himself in any movie.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I'm a Russian submarine commander. Like, I'm an Irish cop. Like
I'm an Irish cop.
A Scottish Highlander.
Yeah.
He never takes on a character. The character becomes him.
You're the man now, dog.
You're the man now, dog.
It's
All
the
the
same
man
thing with
now,
Arnold-
dog.
It's the same with Arnold Schwarzenegger that I love. Where he's like, I was born in Wisconsin. I am a local small town cop. Like,
What was that one movie where he's protecting the border? It's like a Last Stand.
Yeah, that's called.
Last Stand, I think is what it's called. Yeah.
Where he's like
I'm from El
cop at
Paso,
this small town,
Texas.
but he's like, hi, hello, Texas, small town Texas.
Yeah.
I'm your sheriff. I know there's only 32 citizens.
Yeah.
I will protect you, Texas.
We
I was born here in El Paso. My wife and kids do not share any of my physical features or my accent. But he's always been like, I'm American Special Forces. Like, what? You got to be an Army Ranger? Like, you're Austrian ass? Like,
it's like Steven Seagal on like Lawman in his recent movies where he comes in, he's like, I'm a martial arts expert, but he's all paunchy, he's fucking fat. He's got he's grown a head on the outside of his original head.
He's so disgusting.
He just shows up like a fucking monster. He's like, yeah, I'm a world class martial art expert. Like, shut the no.
I love that. Like, as he's grown, he's just gotten more into AAVE, where he's just like, "What's up, brother, man? You out here just kicking dimes like one of us fellas."
When
you gotta remember, like he's got this like.
Guy, and I'm like, dude, you're super racist if you do that.
Yeah.
Like, he goes over to the back,
also,
like,
he loves
You're like,
Yeah, what's up, blood? You out here, young blood, just killing it. You and I.
He's like
Man, you can't fuck with
multifaceted
these
racist.
chicken heads, play.
Because he loves to channel like Native American spiritualism. Like he writes books about that shit too.
He's also
got to be in time with the wolf spirit.
He's also a blues like country artist that has released albums.
No way. That's not
with
real.
like fucking Stratocaster and like a fringe leather jacket.
I saw Dan shaking his head. Dan, is that accurate?
That is accurate. Yeah,
God
and it's
damn
fun
it.
to watch. Like, look up videos of it because he makes hilarious guitar playing faces, like he's in pain faces, and he plays kind of funny with his hands, so it looks like a little kid playing it.
Jason, you got to pull it. Are you pulling it up? We got to do this right
100%. Yeah.
We got. Yeah,
and then it's Steven Seagal who has like shoulders and a head, but nothing in between.
It's
just like a Mr. Potato Head stuck on some shoulders.
Yeah.
He's got one called Mojo Priest.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, speaking of cultural appropriation, he's definitely channeling some kind of like, Delta blues thing that really doesn't look right coming out of his
giant fat fucking head, drunken head, just peanut head. And he's also in a million movies, and a lot of them are funded by like mafias and like weird Turkish,
Oh yeah, aren't they all just like they're just all a way just to funnel money? Like
money laundering.
Money laundering. That's all they are.
I have a friend who's a cinematographer or a camera operator. He worked on like Breaking Bad and stuff. He's like he's a camera operator. And he worked on a bunch of stuff. And he worked on a movie filmed out in New Mexico. Steven Seagal was in it, and he said he hung out with, sat near him. He's the biggest prick, and like there was these shady dudes rolling up in caddies with briefcases and money and shit, and all of it. Like it was just shady, and he was just like, I don't know, it's a union gig. I'm getting paid.
Yeah, he's like,
this is weird. Hope I don't die.
Yeah, I'm just fucking avoiding all these weird guys.
And that's how you play the game, kids. You keep your mouth shut and you keep getting work.
Boris, what's up, young blood?
What's up, blood?
He's of course he's got a backwards Kangol hat. Of course.
Mm-hmm. But I picked this one because there's a lot of semi-hollow bodies, and I got a new guitar. It's a semi, but anyway.
I was eyeing that. Yeah, is that one of those Ibanez art cores? It looks
just
like
came today. Yeah.
Those are really nice especially in the price range they're at. There's a lot.
There's no strings. I was changing the strings. They had really fat ones on there, so I'm changing them. So.
Well, I think that's actually a really great sound on some of those semi-hollows and hollow bodies. Is having like thicker strings. Have you ever played with flat wounds?
Now you guys are just making
those always sound really nice on hollow bodies, in my opinion. Might give it a try.
All right. But Steven Seagal can also kick ass on electric guitar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote no.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer that question with a no.
And he's just doing the fucking standard fucking.
Like when you hit the button on your keyboard that's marked blues 1, this is what comes out.
He's so embarrassing.
Yeah. See, he looks like a little kid. If you gave a little kid a guitar that had no
little
clue
kid.
how to play,
yeah,
that's how they would try to play it.
No, that's how I would. That's literally if you gave me a guitar, that's how I would try to play it right now.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't know. I would just be like, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. I'd be looking down. Yeah.
And that is the easiest shit to learn. It's like one of the first things you learn on guitar.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Like it's the easiest shit. Like,
yeah. It's the boom tisk boom tisk.
But he's that kid. He's like guitar. that weird new kind of trashy girlfriend you got's kid that just drinks Monster soda and plays Xbox all day.
Yeah.
This is him. You walk in the bedroom. What's up, sport? You know, you just try to bond with him, and you just like.
This is someone who thinks ICP is the greatest band of all time. Like this is someone who is a bona fide juggalo.
But can we analyze this? Okay, he's got a 335. Those are good guitars. But look at the size of his hands. Remember Steven Seagal and Mark for Death snapping dudes?
I was just looking. I was trying to find some pictures of Steven Seagal like
in his prime.
In his prime to get kind of a basic comparison, see how far he fell. And like,
he's a whole other dude. He is two dudes in one right now.
And
if I can give you a little bit of real quick, not to correct you, I don't think that's a 335. I actually, and this is actually funny to me if I'm right.
339.
I think it's a 355. I think that's the same guitar that Marty McFly played. I'm pretty sure. And I don't know if that's why he picked it or not, but that would be hilarious if it was. I'm pretty sure that's the Marty McFly guitar.
God damn it.
Oh, and he's also wearing a kerchief or whatever that is. Like, what is... And a fitted backwards.
To me, he looks like he's dressed as Jesse the Body Ventura when he was a wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm looking at pictures also, Matt. Yeah, his fall from grace wasn't really that far.
No, he was never great.
He wasn't.
Like, the problem is he was never a good martial. He was never, because Van Damme, for example, was legit.
Yeah.
Van Damme would take off his shirt and he's like 2% body fat, could literally do everything he was doing.
Ripped.
Like
he's shredded,
and that's always what Steven Seagal was trying to be. But there's curiously because every time I Google it, I get all these pictures of him next to Van Damme, and like Steven Seagal is always covered up. He's never doing a lot of. He just does this kind of hand choreography. Like his fight scenes are never really good kicks. Really, it's always just like.
Seagal's built like the eraser and the number 2 pencil. If you pop it out and just kind of falls and flubs. And Seagal and Van Damme is the actual pencil. He's like cut, chiseled.
In his prime, Seagal was thinner and he was in decent shape, but he was never like,
and he ran with this
but he was never a dude who looked like could like physically look good doing the shit he was doing. Like
he also was like he would pretend to be Italian and all these other nationalities. Yeah. Like he was like, "What's up, Guido?" and like fuck up the mafia. Or
he looks like someone that would every time he has sex with a girl, he just makes them ride him, and then so he doesn't get out of breath. Like he's just like, you do all the work.
He literally
seems like he's that person.
He fucks with the CPAP on still.
Oh yeah,
He's 100%. He's one of those dudes that. He's one of those dudes that tries
this song on repeat, full blast, and you got to ride him. Hold on. This is for the ladies. Fantasy hour. Imagine riding Steven Seagal with a CPAP. Listen to
His face.
Also, why is one of his sleeves down and the other isn't? Oh, you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, Brennan, I think that's because he's in a gang. I think that's another thing he's appropriating from black culture here.
Holy shit.
Like, with only a surface level understanding of what it means.
Hit pause real quick.
This is like your uncle's like they just got out. This band was formed at the halfway house, and they're at the barbecue, and it's all the shitty uncles in like several neighborhoods playing in a band. Next, they're gonna play like a shitty Pink Floyd cover.
He's also singing someone else's song. Like, does he have any of his own songs, or did he only ever did he never bother writing anything?
That is a wonderful. Actually, this is guys.
He was also wearing 2 watches, which made no sense to me.
Because he's that's a hack move that I don't think is beyond.
Some of those are public domain or just like standards.
But the point is, he just does other people's cool stuff and is incapable of making good things.
Hold on. This one's titled Steven Seagal Epic Guitar Playing. Let's.
I'm not defending him, but the blues is largely, either traditional songs or, other people's songs.
Yeah.
That's not a defense of this.
Well, I'm just saying that it's also a good avenue for someone who lacks the creative ability to do cool things on their own. Its a good
fan base is also people who like me, who I do enjoy the blues and listen to blues music. Know the difference between good and bad. Right. Yeah. And these guys give it a bad name, and it pisses me the fuck off.
Coattailing on it.
It's shitty, and the people that love it, I'm like, you need to just jump in a blender.
The thing I would most define about this idea of who Steven Seagal is he tries to maintain this completely unearned aura of coolness. Yeah, he thinks of himself as very cool. Like, he can still be a master martial artist, but be really fat because he can tell himself it's all about the speed. If you can just do this, you can stop any attack. Because you turn the momentum not that he has to do sit-ups. Like,
I've been jumping in the kiddie pool just toe first into Lawman, his cop show, and I watch maybe 1 or 2 episodes at a time, and I'm like, it just bums me out, and I got to turn it off because it's Steven Seagal in like the worst neighborhoods of Louisiana, like the 9th Ward, and they're making a TV show, and it's just so exploitive. But the show concept is him teaching these other fat Louisiana police officers how to do like martial arts training. Like, you need to breathe, you need to push the bullet, push it out. Like, shut the fuck.
These dumb, like, borderline, just like magic concepts. He's written a terrible novel about being a Texas Ranger with a self-insert character who's all in tune with the Indian mysticism, and he's defending the border because he's also like a conservative lunatic. Also, like, He's basically everything wrong with Eric Cartman with none of the charm that makes that character fun.
No, is he like one of those off the road, like giant, really legit decked out Flying J convenience stores, but like a Transformer version? Is that like his true form? Is that? Because it's all the shitty things in one person, right?
Yeah, I can definitely see Steven Seagal having a beef jerky department.
He owns those knives that look like spiders. This might be an original. Let's check it out. But that's I'm a man, Muddy Waters.
Of course he's fucking sitting down.
Yeah.
The gypsy woman told my mama before I was born.
Yeah, it's Manish Boy.
You got a boy child's coming. Gonna be a son of a gun.
That's Steven Seagal's buddy.
That's Steven Seagal's manager.
Like, that's his friend.
I was just Googling some weird stuff. I just Googled like Steven Seagal weird things just to find any trivia that popped up. Someone has a list of 20 facts about Steven Seagal, his fans, whatever. This one says he assaulted John Leguizamo, and that's really funny to me.
I believe that.
Apparently, Steven Seagal likes to make
Luigi? Bro.
Apparently, Steven Seagal likes to make his presence known on the sets of films that he's on. On the 1996 film Executive Decision, Steven Seagal announced he was in charge of the set. This caused a co-star John Leguizamo to roar out laughing, which apparently bothered Seagal enough to go up to the man and punch him in the chest. He punched him in the chest.
That's, by the way, that's hilarious that even John Leguizamo is calling you a douche.
Because he's like, I'm in charge of this set.
Like John Leguizamo.
Ponytail, check. Steel-toe boots, check.
Then he was like, dude,
fringy jacket, check. I'm the man.
And he was like, we're on the movie Executive Decision. Calm down.
We're all making an executive decision to say, fuck you, Mr. Seagal.
Suck my hog, bitch.
Apparently, he said he wrote the greatest script ever. He has a history of harassment.
He's got some Me Too shit, too.
Yeah. Apparently, he has human trafficking charges.
Whoa, what?
Well, that explains the suitcases of cash.
I'm sorry.
Again, Flying J, am I wrong? Am I not 100% correct?
No,
I'll
you
read you the paragraph.
Charges?
Again, this is some internet list. Take it for what you will. The paragraph says, on April 12th, 2010, 23-year-old Caden Yengen filed a lawsuit against Seagal in Los Angeles County Superior Court requesting more than $1 million in damages in her suit. She alleged Seagal engaged in sexual harassment, the illegal trafficking of females, 2 of which he was stated to have kept on set for certain favors. On July 14, 2010, 3 months after she filed her suit, she withdrew her claim without explanation.
Settled out of court.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, Seagal was just like, listen here, brother, man.
Paid her off. Yeah.
I got my blues guitar here, and I'm going to pay you some money.
What he calls female reporters. Steven Seagal also does not like it when he gets interviewed by women. Seagal said that, well, I found that interestingly enough, the few times I have a hard time is usually with women. Later followed it by saying that they are all, quote, bunch of F star, I guess fucking dirty W followed by 5 stars.
It'd be great if he used the F word, like the gay slur, and then because he didn't know what that meant, he was just like, you're just a bunch of I'm just gonna say it because you're a bunch of faggots because you guys like dick, because he doesn't understand, he doesn't understand how things work.
Women are all a bunch of fucking dirty W with 5 letters.
It's stink finger
probably
whales.
whores. There we go. I was like, why do we star out whores?
I don't know, but that's
stink finger whales, guys. It's a game. We're on Price is Right. You got to.
Yeah, we got to solve it.
Stink finger
Brandon
whales.
just did. Brandon solved it.
Show me stink finger.
He says he's trained UFC fighters.
Bullshit.
Fuck off.
The shitty ones.
His relationship.
Pull up that link that I put in the chat where he's doing Aikido, and he just comically looks like he's paid off the people to just fall down when he touches them.
Apparently,
pull that one up.
It's, who he's trained is those assholes at your office that go like, I do UFC, and they went to 2 classes.
Apparently, he has a relationship with Vladimir Putin. Seagal was granted Russian citizenship November 2016 after many trips to Russia, meeting with Putin. According to government spokesman, he was quite insistently and over a lengthy period of time to be granted citizenship. Apparently, he's a lobbyist for Russian firearm manufacturers.
Yep.
I actually know that.
That seems legit.
The number one is that he's cheated on his wives, but at this point, who married him?
Right.
You see this fucking
I'm just impressed that more than one woman wants to get with this.
This just says his strange hairline. He said he speaks 4 languages.
And that might be true, but the dude is is that where the world? Yeah, it's Flying J, where all of those Trump supporters were all like, yeah, Putin's a badass. He's the ultimate man, right?
He said he helped train CIA agents.
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
The government called him we got to get Steven Seagal in to train our FBI guys.
Fucking, what's Bronson up to? Dude, he's dead. All right, give me Seagal.
He pretends to be a sword expert. He says he trained with Aikido's
sword
founder.
expert? Is he autistic? Like, look at my sword.
Dude, I will show you pictures and videos of David Lee Roth with a sword, and that motherfucker will fuck Steven Seagal up in a sword.
Oh, dude.
He said he fought the Yakuza.
Yes.
All of them, all of it,
just every Yakuza.
Whatever.
I think I noticed on this video
I'd
here,
beat
and
it
I don't want to like paint stereotypes, but Steven Seagal and long Russian name Blues Jam. That's explained by the dual citizenship thing with Russia. That I don't know. It feels weird that there's not even like westernized spelling of the guy's name.
Also, can we talk about? I'm just going to send this picture here in the chat. Comparing what I saw, comparing his physicality to Van Damme. Here he is, sleeveless shirt, trying to look tough. Look at those pathetic arms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was in his prime. I mean, he's somewhat shredded, but it's like skinny, like heroin shredded.
Like, look at
that's like he got like that once and never again.
And that's not even like he's not even bulky at all. Like his arms, that's not good.
Like I can't say that I've ever seen him with a shirt off like that because
he hides it. That's what I've just realized today.
I would have never guessed that was what is under his gi.
But like, look at his shoulders. Like, there's no tone to that. Like, he doesn't have a bicep.
No, like, he looks somehow like anemic.
His forearm is the same size as his arm, or like it's not. He doesn't have any bulk to it. Look at
it looks like all he ever does is dumbbell curls, and that's it. And I know that because I only do dumbbell curls, and that's it. And that's what my arms look like, except for more fat.
Because there should be some shit on his. But yeah, if you compare to just any picture of Van Damme at his worst, like his arm is just
Van
like
Damme at his worst was in Breakin' at the beach scene when he was.
But this picture is the picture where under he said he fought the Yakuza, where he also claims that while in Japan he had an all-out battle with the Yakuza with some help from the Irish mob. So the Irish mob showed up to help Seagal in Japan.
How many mobs is he in cahoots with?
So for a mental image here, we were talking about Avengers Endgame earlier and Hawkeye. So he's basically Hawkeye in Avengers Endgame.
No, because he does anything.
Well, I mean the part where he's like, jumping out a window and cutting a dude in half with a sword.
yeah. He that is his fantasy, is to be a Hawkeye.
It's to be a Ronin. Holy shit, this dude.
Are you saying hot guy?
Yes. Look at
yeah, we'll go with that.
Look at his shirt.
You gotta make pretty women.
What the fuck? That's just something my grandma would wear.
Yeah, that's something my grandma's couch would wear.
Yeah.
He's like play
this guy is
Chinese.
This guy is a sword expert. He fought the Yakuza.
This is what it looks like when the guy that pays $10 million for Eric Clapton's guitar sits down to play it.
Yeah.
The fucking dentist that buys it to put on his wall.
Your hoochie coochie mane.
I do like that even the stage backdrop is dressed like a stripper.
On the 7th hour.
Oh, yes.
On the 7th day. On the 7th month. 7 doctors say.
That's why he does. I got it. He does blues because he doesn't have to actually be able to sing. He just has to be able to
he just goes.
And his jowl is helping so much. His jowl looks like a scrotum.
He does the parts where he stops playing so he can't be on or off key to go, and then play again, because he also can't do both at the same time.
Yeah.
Is this why I don't like really close up ball shots like up against because of fat singer jowls?
I don't know.
Yeah. No, look at his jowls when he's singing and look at them shake. It's pornographic, is what I'm illustrating here.
Yeah, no, this needs to be censored or we're not going to get monetized.
You gonna have to see.
This is a good illustration of what I said earlier about how he has a head and shoulders but nothing in between.
No, yeah, Dan, this is 100%.
It's like he's permanently saying, I don't know.
I want Blade to show
Whoa,
up with that
stop.
special flashlight.
Holy shit.
Blade.
Holy shit. Go back like 5 seconds. Holy shit, I think he has a tongue ring.
What?
I swear to God, I think I saw a tongue ring. Look at the tongue. Go, like, I swear to fucking Christ.
Enhance.
Like, I'm not even joking. I think...
Because usually with a tongue ring goes a tramp stamp
Yeah.
or a belly button ring. Can we imagine Steven Seagal with belly button ring?
Like, play.
I can imagine Steven Seagal with Chinese character tattoos that he doesn't know what they mean.
Yeah, it's a menu. It's clearly a menu.
Yeah,
it's like North Dragon Chinese. You know, it's got.
Yeah. It's a whole back tattoo that's just instructions on how to install your printer.
I trained under a Hewlett Packard.
A Hewlett Packard.
I missed.
I think he just has a shiny tongue.
Hold on, no.
I think it's
keep
just
going.
a wet. I think it's just a wet hole.
Yeah, wet hole.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious if he.
Photoshop. Guitar looks shitty.
Ah, damn it. Fuck, I thought it'd be so funny if he did have a tongue ring. Shit.
I mean, now that I've seen his arms, I kind of feel like I have to see his tongue too.
Apparently, he's also friends.
Horrible.
He's been buddies with Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
Of course he's friends with Sheriff Joe.
Completely believe that.
That is the only factual thing
he led a
stated.
school shooting drill with Sheriff Joe Arpaio, and then later on with him, or in 2011, he drove a tank into the house of a person believed to be or suspected being part of a cockfighting ring, accidentally killed his dog when doing so, and got sued for $100,000 because him and Sheriff Joe Arpaio drove a tank into a guy's house.
Speaking of tank,
wow.
Hold on, I'm going to share this thing with you.
He's like a small dick elemental. Like he's what they're.
Yeah, if one of the Infinity Stones was impotency, like
it's the light beer stone.
It's the whiskey dick rock. And that's what he's playing. I guess that's the genre of this music is whiskey dick rock. 100%. Yeah, it's like, this is a night I'm gonna come home. I had my belly's full of taco meat and cheese and whiskey. I'm gonna go try to pork my wife.
Not only does he pretend to be a sword expert, he has claimed that he is called in to help authenticate antique swords by auction houses, as he is one of the world's foremost experts on swords.
He's the Billy Mitchell of awful.
Yeah, really, he is. He claims to be.
You said tank, and I wanted to share this. So something I recently watched.
What do you think are the odds that Steven Seagal likes anime? I think it's pretty high, personally.
I got one more great Steven Seagal.
Okay.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
2002, a 2002 profile in Vanity Fair, martial arts Gene LeBell claimed to have choked out Steven during an Aikido exhibition, causing Seagal to poop his pants.
Steven Seagal, you've been busted.
I'm Steven. This is Steven. That's Steven.
Steven with a PH, a V, an HP, PHV.
Yeah.
Hewlett Packard.
And one with HPV.
What was that dude's name that made him shit his pants?
Gene
That's
LeBell.
hilarious. It
His name is
so...
spelled Hero.
Yeah, it's Gene LeBell.
Gene LeBell. Okay, look up Gene LeBell's birthday.
And seriously, I popped a link in the chat there. I've seen the video of him doing Aikido before. It's hilarious that like he touches people. It's like he has electricity in him. He touches them and they fall.
Would you like to guess his actual heritage? He's claimed 3 fake ones.
No. What is Gene LeBell's birthday?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know. Gene LeBell.
Are you getting their credit score or what?
Maiden name
October 9th, 1932. He is 88 years old.
Nice. So guys, the month of October, we need to celebrate this dude's birthday as a goddamn hero. Like he needs to be. We need to get a petition going.
He also trained Chuck Norris and Ronda Rousey. Like
who? Gene LeBell?
Yeah.
Both bangers.
Okay, so this dude's
they're awesome.
Like he's a real martial art. Like that's he's.
Well, didn't Tommy Wiseau have some famous acting coach too?
He also trained Roddy Piper. Like
interesting.
Dude's a fucking hero. All right, so we need to celebrate that dude's birthday.
Yeah, he knew Bruce Lee. Like he's 88. He's like an old.
Okay, so I might be an idiot in this guy because the name sounds familiar, but I might be an idiot and just not familiar with his exploits, and so people are probably watching, going, "Who the fuck? Why don't you know Gene LeBell?" Sorry.
So this was in. So hold on. So this was in 2002. Is that what you said, Matt?
Let me go to that. I think so.
How old was he?
In 2000, it's 2002 because
he's 68 years old, choking out dudes, making them poop their pants.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, he's an old fighter, like because he's been teaching all these people. Yeah, especially choking out. Because the thing about Steven Seagal, he's the worst kind of pussy.
70 years old, making Steven Seagal shit himself.
Well, because Steven Seagal is the worst kind of pussy bitch who's all talk and pretend. Mm-hmm. And those dudes don't get put in chokeholds very often because he doesn't spar. Yeah. And he got put in a real ass adult chokehold, and that made him poop himself. Like he wasn't ready.
He went to Big Boy Town. Yeah. Like real gangsters, shut the fuck up. And like Steven Seagal got his martial arts training. Like he opened up a bunch of schools in like Japan. So he was probably undercutting. It was probably a novelty. He was the novelty. He was the dude wearing the Stars and Stripe pants in Napoleon Dynamite, but in Japan. Yeah. He was that guy, right? Yeah. He wasn't legit. So he had a bunch of schools and was a novelty, and then he thought he was hot.
Steven Seagal denies this ever happened, but he also claims to be Russian, Japanese, and Irish.
What's his actual ancestry?
Or no, he doesn't claim Irish. It was Italian. He is actually half Jewish, half Irish.
A fucking Irish Jew? You're fucking kidding me right now. Oh, my back hurts. Fucking idiot.
My back. I'm so hammered. I'm
so hammered.
But he's so in tune with native peoples.
Oh my God!
That explains why he sucks so bad.
Hammered, Grandma, I'm hammered. Stop crying. I'm hammered.
David, you're always getting hammered at the pub. You need to settle down, Shlomo.
Isn't it wonderful that we're all Catholic?
He designed and developed an energy drink.
Dirty sweat. No, it's called lightning bolt. A natural. Hold on. What does that say? A natural energy drink packed with semen and exotic Botawans.
I don't know.
Boat moans.
It contains the essence of 3 different kinds of deer penis.
Packed with peanut and exotic.
What's the quote?
Rockaware?
Asian. There's one that's called Asian Experience, and the other is Cherry Charge.
Cherry Charge?
An
Asian Experience.
A natural energy packed with.
What is it?
Natural energy drink packed with vitamins and exotic botanical.
But
potency,
like Boda Wars.
But Asian Experience. My issue is Asian Experience is not a flavor. What does it taste like? Fucking soy sauce?
I'll have to disagree. When you get the ramen and you see Oriental flavor on there, I mean, it's different than the chicken one.
Oh my God, this is. But I get Cherry Charge because it's like Cherry Charge. Like, okay, it's a cherry.
Cherries in it. I understand the concept of a cherry.
But whenever I see an Asian person, my first idea isn't blueberry. I'm not just like, ooh, glacier freeze. That's what I'm thinking of. God.
So that guy whose house he drove over in a tank because of being suspected of illegal cockfighting or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy was keeping 115 chickens on his property that were used in illegal fights that were all euthanized. He euthanized 115 chickens. So
Spectators describe the chickens as delicious.
so he always gets his man.
I know. I mean, am I the only asshole that got hungry when you said that?
Yeah.
I don't. It's so funny because Steven Seagal.
They murdered 150 chickens. I'm like,
He has a bulletproof leather jacket that looks like a kimono.
yeah, that dude owns way too much silk for his own goddamn good.
Okay, so if Steven Seagal is a character in the DC cinematic universe, is he a hero or a villain?
I don't know, but either way, he has a vanity plate.
He is legit Aquaman. I'm sorry, like his character, his old demeanor. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm so glad we went down this rabbit hole.
Yeah. The dude is a human Pontiac Trans Am.
That's again Transformer.
Man, that is accurate as fuck.
Complete with Guns N' Roses tape stuck in the tape deck.
Yeah, it can't get out. It's
a shitty one with lies on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Where half of it's acoustic. Fuck this.
Yeah. It's got that one really racist song on it.
Yeah.
You like Welcome to the Jungle? Well, we don't have it.
Yep. I love squinting at the cassette case because it had boobies on the inside of it. Yeah. That one in Poison, there was boobies in it. And I was like 9 years old going like this.
Apparently his IMDb bio says Steven Seagal is a striking and somewhat boyish, handsome-looking (parentheses often with ponytail) and usually impeccable dressed action star. According to this, that he
impeccable.
He subscribed for IMDb Pro to go in and edit that shit himself.
Yeah, like impeccable. I love that. That's a word that he used.
But boyish, like if you're
boyish
cave troll boy.
Yeah.
Okay. This is all in quotes from Steven Seagal. I believe. This is from a feature piece in Vanity Fair. One day, an executive walked into Seagal's trailer and found Hollywood's reigning manly man ... weeping. Oh, I'm reading this script, Seagal explained, still misty. It's the most incredible script I've ever read. That's fantastic, the executive said. Who wrote it? Seagal didn't miss a beat and said, I did.
That's
and then the executive shit himself.
It's just in a trailer.
Seagal into my office.
Script about how good it is. Are we ever gonna make that movie? No, man. Get up.
Oh man.
Yes. He couldn't make it because he would have to play every part. So
we must have a Japanese Viking
yet.
Russian funeral with.
We don't have the technology.
Total Asian experience funeral. If you.
Well, little did we know that it was actually Fast 9. So.
Here's just him being a creep. I want to see this thing Dan put up of this guy using his magic Aikido.
Yeah, can you pull that up in the chat?
Oh yeah, no, she accused him. That is what's her name?
Whoa.
Is that Katherine Heigl?
Yeah. Yeah, that's him just taking a picture, grabbing a tit, just laughing about it. Like, all right.
He was 15, 16.
She's one of my least favorite characters when my girlfriend watches Grey's Anatomy.
Is that Monica Lewinsky in the background trying to be sneaky in the background?
That's
after Anderson Silva. After Anderson Silva knocked out Vitor Belfort with that legendary front kick, Steven Seagal started going on about how he taught that kick to Anderson. God, he's the worst person.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But he just gave
I want to see a biopic on him someday.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I believe it's called The Terminator.
No, a Steven Seagal biopic would be starring him. He would do a one, and it would have his death in it, and that's the way he dies.
Yeah.
Like he legit dies during the movie or something like that.
I just keep Googling pictures of him, and it's just
Don't do that. Nobody needs to do that.
It's just
I've seen. Oh, Dan, yes, this one's so good.
I would share it and play it, but my computer can't handle more than one.
It's like when Putin scores 9 goals.
Yeah.
It's so. Oh,
whoa, dude. This is
like
Russia,
when Kim
right?
Jong-un scores like the 3-pointer from the halfway line.
He's wearing a gi, but still his hat. Like,
this guy's a master swordsman. Yeah.
And the Dread Pirate Roberts.
I can make out his belly button through the gi.
Yeah.
This
Man,
guy,
that's
it's either a tumor or he's pregnant, but this dude beat up.
Like compare the size of his hand to the size of his belly button. You could fit his hand in there.
But he's also like one of the red flags of fake martial artists is fat. Like martial arts is not about the end result. It's about the day-to-day training to keep yourself at a certain level and that's the martial art, not the end result. And like the dudes who fake it and just want to be like, I go out there and I just go wham and I throw them down because I'm a master of my chi, but have not done cardio in 15 years. Like that's
you're fucked, dude.
Such a red
You're gonna get window nacho cheese is gonna come out of your ass and you're gonna get choked out. You're gonna tap out immediately.
There's a reason there's called being in fighting shape because you have to be at a certain level of conditioning just to entertain the notion of
when
fighting.
Boxers agree to box, they train for months ahead of time because they're not in fighting shape.
Yeah, and it just
and they're in fantastic shape when they're not in fighting shape.
Yeah, their regular weight is still a level of athleticism most people can't get to.
Yeah.
This dude's full of shit.
I do want to see him do a running like drop kick of that TV though. That would make my day.
Like he doesn't even have the self-respect to put like a girdle on under this thing to like pull it in a little. He's not sucking in his gut like I would do if I was walking up at least to like in front of people on camera. He'd suck that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe he believes his own lies. And also what's with the computer monitor just randomly laying on the floor behind him?
Right.
Prop.
And he's also
trained the CIA.
Also, his beard is dyed there. Look how much darker it is than the rest.
You watch that, he just touches him and he falls.
Well, you see, he directed him on that one.
Yeah.
This is choreographed.
Yeah, this is when Shawn Michaels sold for Hulk Hogan in WrestleMania. Like this is 100%.
I love the look he has on his face. Like this is annoying to him. Like the
St. Petersburg screw job.
He let go. This is just.
This one's called the curly fry.
Now, have you watched these like fake Aikido? There's a lot of videos of like the fake Aikido psychic power grandmasters. It's embarrassing.
It's like he just strolled through this match and happened to be here. There's a level of casualness that he's just.
Can we reboot Iron Chef and have this kind of element in the middle of it for some reason, for no damn reason? Like you're cooking a lobster and then someone comes up and does the spinny kick move on you. You got to make all these fancy dinner plates, but also you might get fucked up by a ninja at some point randomly.
Matt, you got any more Steven Seagal facts?
I could try to find some. I mean,
welcome back to Steven Seagal Cast.
At this point, we could just make up stuff about him, and who would even?
Who could tell if it's real or not?
Yeah.
Like if
Steven
let's
Seagal
make up
trained for 6 months to be a chef before making the movie Under Siege. To add to realism of the role.
Inspired by the kitchens in Under Siege, he decided to get fat.
Playmate of the Year Erica Eleniak jumped out of a cake in this movie, and Steven Seagal ate every single bite of that cake.
I thought you were going to say every single bite of her. Just started eating her.
Well, that explains why she hasn't had a career since then.
Oh.
A couple years on Baywatch, and then she's in that movie, and then just The world put down the gate in her face.
Was Baywatch hot? Did we all jack off to Baywatch?
I was 10 years old.
Okay. That answers my question.
So yes.
Okay.
I was more of a Knight Rider guy.
I know that.
Is that
car
code
is
for
like-
something? Dan, you little Knight Rider, is that code? Is that little Carol Burnett ear tug right
this
there?
little Knight Rider.
Look at
No,
this
that
little
means
Knight
that
Rider.
David Hasselhoff has to be wearing that leather jacket instead of the shorts. I don't know. I'm not shaming you for your likes and dislikes, motherfucker.
I appreciate it. You're a better man than I am. You're a better man than I ever will be.
Here's a
Although the
just
picture with
from-
him and Cheeseburger on the floor is absolutely the hottest he's ever been.
Here's a just from a Wikipedia question. How many children does Steven Seagal have?
How many does he have?
This is a long,
He must
complicated
die
answer.
before his bloodlust is ended.
Who wants to throw out guesses on number of children Steven Seagal?
I'm gonna go 13.
I'm gonna go 6.
How many did Genghis Khan have? 30,000? I'm gonna go 8.
7. Everyone was all around it.
Ah,
Would
damn.
you like to hear their names? Remember,
You best believe I do.
remember that he is half Irish, half Jewish,
And half
his,
Italian.
his spouse is, of course, a Mongolian woman named Erdintia Twe Seagal. And
Wait,
together,
he really married a Mongoloid?
Mongolian.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I was thinking of something else, but I could have also been correct.
Uh,
I don't think I've heard that word in like 20 years. Wow.
Their names are Ayako Fujitani,
I'm sorry, no, sorry.
Kentaro Seagal,
Kentaro Seagal.
Dominic Seagal, Arissa LeBrock. I don't know if some of these are from other. I don't know where these other people came from.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Did he
because
really
I think that he was married to Kelly LeBrock at one point. So that
So
makes
he
Vanna
sense.
fucked LeBrock? He got LeBrock pussy?
I mean,
His
I
spouse.
saw those arms back in 1989.
Yes, he has had 4 spouses.
I believe that.
Adrinte Tuya Seagal, Adrian LaRussa, Kelly LeBrock, and Miyako Fujitani.
Yeah,
So a lot of those sound like they're just like, what do you call that when the King of England has to marry one of the French princesses so that they have diplomacy?
Arranged marriage or like a
Kind of.
No, this is all Asian fetishizing though.
Oh, absolutely.
He lived in Japan for years and years, and he had, like I said, the shitty karate schools or whatever he was teaching.
Yeah.
Jeet Kune Do, was it? No, that's Bruce Lee's, isn't it?
That's Bruce Lee. Yeah.
He pretends to know Aikido.
Aikido, that's what it was. Yeah.
And then karate, judo, Brazil. Yeah, but
he should really learn
and he's
how
the
to.
world's foremost expert in swords.
Yeah.
You should learn less about Aikido and more about Keto, if you know what I'm talking about.
Savannah Seagal, Annalisa Seagal, and Kunzang Seagal.
I didn't realize you
name.
weren't
These
done.
Are all...
I don't know which is that the kids or is that the wives?
Those are the kids. Yes.
The kids are the wives.
And were those all kids?
Yes, from across 4 different wives, apparently.
Yeah, that's not shocking.
Apparently, he's 6'4". I don't know if that's true or just what he bills himself as. Because
Which direction?
That's one of those guys you can't really trust at that point.
Circumference.
He is 68
That's
years
the
old.
Radius
He
of
needs
his
to
thigh.
die so we can put him against other celebrities in a famous dead people death match. Because Amelia Earhart can handle Steven Seagal. We covered
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Like, if you can run at all, you can defeat Steven Seagal.
You could beat. Well, all 4 of us could beat Steven Seagal in a leg race, like at his prime.
I think we could beat him in a fight.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a headline, and one of my favorite people is already Charlize Theron. So Charlize Theron says, overweight Steven Seagal can barely fight, and he's not very nice to women. So, she's weighed in on the...
Yeah.
I trust her take on Steven Seagal.
I think Charlie Theron would fuck him up.
Yeah. Oh, Furiosa? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, did you ever see Atomic Blonde?
No, I wanted to.
It was really good. I was surprised at how good it was.
It was really good. It's basically her John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a Luc Besson movie, isn't it?
No.
Or was there another? I seem to recall he made one of those that was. There's like 3 of those movies all at once that came out. That was the blonde chick that's a superhero now.
Damn, Charlize Theron. She continued. He's just incredibly overweight and pushing people. He's overweight and can barely fight. Look it up. It's ridiculous. He's shoving people in the face. It's a whole setup.
Love him. I love that so much.
The Mad Max Fury Road star then justified her criticism of Seagal, 68, noting, I have no problem talking shit about him because he's not very nice to women, so fuck you. I love her even more.
Pretty sure she's a member of Mensa, so I trust what she thinks.
The first part of that statement was she was on the Howard Stern shows where all this started, promoting her latest action film, The Old Guard. I don't know what the date on this article.
That was on Netflix.
I've
seen it. I heard it wasn't that good.
She says that she prepares for action projects by watching old fighting videos and has often come across one of Seagal, who has said he's a black belt in karate. She says, at night I'll go online to watch fighters or watch people fight. And you always come across the odd Seagal video of him fighting in Japan, but he really isn't, she said. That's because he's just overweight and pushing people. A rep for Seagal did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. I like they're like, Charlize Theron said you're awful. Does he have any comment? Mm-hmm. The actor has been accused of sexual harassment and other misconduct, blah, blah. In 2018, he was accused of rape. He has denied all accusations against him. I'm not just pushing people in the face in a staged, terrible, embarrassing fight.
I mean, don't most people deny allegations like that?
I mean, you kind of have.
Like, who's like, oh, shit, yeah, I did that.
Yeah. It got me. Like, yeah, I raped the shit out of him. Come and get me. Like, you can't go full wrestling heel in real life.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty good way of looking at him. He's a lot like a wrestling heel.
Yeah, except a wrestling heel can move.
He just looks like a regular ass heel, though.
Yeah. He's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a jobber that doesn't know he's supposed to lose.
But no, he is all of the things wrong, or all the things that you do want to cultivate in a good heel persona. Because he's basically Eric Cartman with none of the charm, like I said. None of the charisma.
He's like the dude that comes into your neighborhood strip mall bar that has a name like Boomers or Kenny's or something like that. And the first thing he does, he walks straight to the jukebox and plays Bad to the Bone by George Thorogood. And then walks over to the bar.
Yeah, and he always calls the bartender by their first name. Like, what's up, Tommy? Like, Jimmy. And they're like,
what's up, Karen?
But if he doesn't know their name, he calls them honey or sweetie or darling or something demeaning like that.
He's one of those guys that's, I don't care what you do to me, but if you talk shit about my friends or my family, we got issues. But like, he really does nothing.
Oh yeah, he's the live version of if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my blah blah. Like one of those derpy phrases, like just at random, like, okay, stranger. That was totally unsolicited information.
He relies on his friends to hold him back in those situations so that he doesn't actually have to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's like, everybody, you better hold me back. Everybody hold me back. You're like, oh no. And then it's just so he doesn't have to act.
These hands are registered lethal weapons in 12 counties.
Yeah.
Including this one.
Are you going to finish?
I haven't renewed my paperwork and I haven't filed my dues, but I love these cherubic smiles that Steven Seagal has too. Like he's all serious and, somber. And then he has this smile like a fucking happy Buddha.
Yeah.
It's because he's full of crab rangoon. If you get that much poon and crab rangoon and Asian experience energy drink, I mean, if you get a couple of those in you, dude, that's an evening,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you put on some Delta blues guitar.
Turn bing camping contain compound tampering.
Cool.
Cool. brother.
Brother man.
Oh, episode 2
What's
is
up,
called.
bud? You know, if I made a kind of funnel cake.
Episode 2 is called The Deadly Hand.
Yeah. Okay. Don't binge watch those, please, because
I'm not.
We'll
Don't
figure out. We could have 2 audiences, one on YouTube, and then one on Twitch when we do live watching shit. And I think that would fit our OG.
I'm also fine burying Steven Seagal after today and not revisiting him. So
No.
I'm good either way.
We could dive into or just that genre, right, of shit. Because there's still that one called Tiger Claws with Cynthia Rothrock.
Oh yeah, she's actually good.
Yeah, and shit like that's on Amazon Prime. Like we could dive into, and actually, Matt, that's a good point. That martial arts, you can bring some expertise into that, and we could critique it. And they're shitty movies at the same time, so it all works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that on Twitch. Let's do those type of movies.
Plus, I have expertise in being fat, so I can comment on that part.
Yeah, and I like grizzled cops, and there's usually one of those motherfuckers in there. Like, so.
Well, it's post 11 for me, so I need to hop off here soon.
Okay.
So you want to do?
Brennan's a racist, so he can comment on that aspect.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a Steven Seagal tap out here. He's fat and miserable, and
Seagal crushes dick, so it's awesome.
But from his just massive,
just the girth of this, the ego of that his ego became visible over time.
Yeah,
like it manifested in flesh.
A final Steven Seagal contemplation. With the amount of belly and pooch he has, and his already starting small dick energy, how retracted is his dick from his body fat? How much actual visible dick is there on Steven Seagal?
Is he trying?
That huge belly button I saw earlier? That might have been where his dick is supposed to be.
Is his dick an innie at this point?
Yes.
No. Here's his dick. Okay, remember back in the day, he had the ponytail. That was his trademark, if you will, like his visual, like. The mark of Zorro, right? It was his ponytail flapping in the breeze with that shitty run. That was his BDE, and that's why he was at his peak. That went away because he became fat, and it got sucked up. He's trying to suck his dick up and make a new ponytail to have a rebirth.
That's a thing you'll need to put in somewhere. We did not comment on how embarrassingly he runs. We'll need a good little montage of him.
Yeah. Also, can we title this episode "That's Seagal, folks"?
That's good. That's it. Excellent.